the Conservatives. Since 56,000 votes came in, and, well, they voted for Kemi Badenoch. Well, she was the business secretary, wasn't she? Done a wonderful job, didn't she? Antagonising everybody that she did. Well, there weren't a lot of options though, was there? There was Robert Jenrick, the man who likes to paint over Mickey Mouse images in an asylum centre for children. Or Kemi Badenoch, who doesn't believe in the menopause. Does this mark the end of the Tory party? Or can Kemi Badenoch's wrath save the Tory party? There's Wally. You okay now, boy? There you go. He's looking a lot better, he is. But yes, Kemi Badenoch, you want them, do you? Yeah. Do you want a treat? I've got treats, you see. Treats mean power, you see. Yeah, the power of the dogs. Yeah, can they survive the wrath of Kemi Badenoch? The most antagonistic, coarse individual has ever been in the Tory party. Now, if this is their attempt to win over those who went over to Reform Party, well, this is a rather stupid attempt. Now, let's be honest, the positive side of this, she is the first black woman to become a leader of any political party in the UK. As in the leader of the opposition and what have you. That is something to be celebrated, but why that be her? Why Kemi Badenoch? I do apologise if the audio's not brilliant, but this was a kind of a last minute thing, because I just heard that Kemi Badenoch is now the leader of the Tory party. Now, one thing I will say is, it's going to make the PMQs a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more, how to put it, coarse. I reckon so. It's going to be painful in many ways, but also very interesting and quite funny at times, because Kemi Badenoch, she's going to do the low blows. She really is. And after last week's PMQs, it was a little bit lovey-lovey, get a room, why don't you? Although it was quite a pleasant thing to see as well, because, until the budget obviously was announced, and Rachel Reeves went through her spiel regarding the budget and all the things that she's going to be doing to make everybody's lives, actually worse it seems. But anyway, they've got to get the money from somewhere, I suppose. But yes, my darling, are you excited that Kemi Badenoch is the leader of the opposition?
Not really.
It's very funny, because she's such a coarse individual. She's going to say some pretty horrible things.
We'll see.
I wonder how long
videos.
It might make some good videos, yes.
Wally.
What are you doing, Wally? He's trying to mount the door, you see. That little waddle bottom over there, like Anne Widdecombe waddle bottom, the little black dog. It's too irresistible for my Wally. There it is.
She's sterilised, everyone.
She's sterilised, so I don't know why that is. It's something wrong with my dogs. They're all broken. Well, this little boy here, he had a rather nasty episode last week. And was it Wednesday? Wednesday, just on Wednesday. And I had to perform mouth to mouth. I kid you not. What did I do on Wednesday?
Resuscitate Wally.
Little Wally. He choked, and he literally, that's it, what it says, it says while he's eating his food, and his tongue is hanging out and that, and he's pretty much stopped breathing. We had to stop breathing. And, so anyway. I got the stuff out of his mouth, but it was right down his throat. So I get in there and pull it out, and then, it was scary. But anyway, as you can see, he's almost back to his normal self.
You just need to speed up a little bit.
He's got a bit slow. Hello there. Not how you doing, mate? Least worst option, which says something about the modern Tory party. You could say that she's the least worst option, but she's also a bad option. But she's
They didn't have any options.
well, that you had Robert Jenrick, which basically his three-word slogan was pretty much out of the ECHR, which had been crippling. Kemi Badenoch has not actually said that, has she? So I don't mean to say it's not what she's thinking, but it's so diverse and concerning for any level-headed Tory, if there is any, if any exist. But it's Robert Jenrick as leader of the Tory party. That would have been quite disastrous as well for the Tory party. But it led to the end of the Tory party. It'll be funny. So Kemi Badenoch, she's horrible. She is awful. The people who work with her hate her, because she's. Remember Pretty Patel? She got accused of being a bully. In fact, one individual got a payout, which we paid for. I forgot his name now, but anyway, he made a claim. It was cancelled. He made a claim against unfair dismissal and what have you. Basically, he was pushed out, and it went to the courts, and she was found to be a bully. And that's when Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson said, "You've got to get your arms. You've got to get round the Pritzker." He said, "Got to get round the Pritzker." Yeah, great. So we had to with her for a bit longer. And don't forget, she was also the woman who decided to make trips to Saudi or Iran or somewhere, unregistered trips. I wonder what she was talking about. In his state, she lost her job over that, But that was when we had Theresa May as the Prime Minister. You say what you like about Theresa May, but I think she, as a politician, she's definitely had more honour than this flippin' lot. And I didn't like Theresa May either, because quite frankly, I don't like the policies. But she was pushed out, pretty much, over a deal with, the Brexit and what have you, which got, voted down. So, which would have given more time for Northern Ireland. Backstop, that's it, that was the backstop deal, wasn't it? So, we will carry on as we are until we find a solution, kind of deal. Pretty much. And obviously, the Brexiters, what have you, they won't have any of that. They won't have me. No. Dear Carol can't really participate very easily in this. I grab her. Why? Because you've got a microphone on. No have I. I'm just using the phone.
I haven't. And
I just saw that.
And I'm dog watching.
She's dog watching. There's one. Sebastian. And there's a Pandora and a Wally. Crikey, Wally's so much more active now. See, Wally also had a bit of an issue because he's been on new medication, which takes a week, 2 weeks to get over. The body has to get accustomed to it for his epilepsy. So it really knocks him for six. He can walk, literally. He can bear weight on his legs just for having the tablets. And then he had that episode when he's dead, basically. Yeah, I don't believe. Well, you probably do, but he's quite really scared of big time. And him, obviously. He must poor little bugger.
I told you he was quicker.
He's definitely quicker. He's speeding up a little, but he's keeping up now, just about. So he's doing really well. Aren't you, boy? He is 14, nearly 15. So he's doing really well. He's spoiled rotten, he is. Sleeping on my bed again. Little devil. Petrified these days, Anyway, Evans Bear, hi. On the plus side, looks good there. Blooming hell, the weather's gorgeous. I'm actually in your t-shirt.
23 degrees.
I was going to be naked, but I didn't think you'd appreciate it. No.
23 degrees and
Heavy
sunny,
moves.
and for the next week.
23 degrees. In
Next
November. And then they've got those poor blighters in Spain. They reckon there's 1,900 people are missing. Was it 205 now are reported dead. This is near Valencia. Not far from where my mother-in-law used to live. And they found, there was more than that missing, but they found 600 people. But they're still waiting on, trying to find this 1,900. Don't mean to say they're all gone, or they've died. Tragic, isn't it? But because I know they might be stuck on the roof of a building somewhere. They haven't been registered as being there yet, so to speak. Yeah, being there. Well, he ran that way. There's a runner up there, and he decided to run towards us, saw the dogs, turned around and ran the opposite way. Look how there's cows. Look at the cows. It's called the countryside,
Scary, are they?
Well, the cows, they can be. If the cows start running out, it gets quite scary. Yeah, they do that. If they think you got something for them. Then you got the bulls. Use your bull. There'll be a bull in there,
Some
probably.
people might be scared of dogs, you don't know.
I suppose some people could be scared of. Scared of our dogs.
Well, they don't know, do they?
Look at it.
Yeah, but
How can you be scared of that?
3 dogs with no lead.
And those. Oh, blimey. So yeah, it's going to be interesting times. Hello, Mustard. Hey man, you ever farted in a glove and twisted it up for later? What do you reckon? Have I ever farted in a glove and twisted it up for later? I always found that it used to dissipate. I never used to get tight enough. You want a rubber glove, but if you're talking about, like, I don't know, a glove, it never really worked, really. I do fart and pull the covers over Caroline's head. I do that sometimes, don't I, darling? I suppose that broke it up a bit. Hello, Billy. Ha! I can't stop laughing. I know, but both of them are going to be terrible. And the idea that you're going to win the Reform Party and what have you over to the Tories with, well, not that it's wrong, a black woman. Can you imagine a Reform Party? They're not going to come back to the Tories. They're full of blooming racists. You hear what comes out of their mouths. Even people who are from minority groups, they're flipping racist. Look at Benavieve. Crikey, that man pretty much suggested that we should be drowning the people in the little boats. Lovely, isn't it? Like the Greeks were doing. Greek Coast Guard.
I don't know how far your little boy's got to go.
Well, you can see the bands. He's doing really well done.
You just got to think that he's got to be double.
Yeah, but don't forget, he's doing this well in the morning-ish. Yeah, so I say ish because it's actually lunchtime for us. Yeah. Hey, Mad Monk. Cheers, buddy. Didn't see you there. How many MPs will go to Reform? 5 more. Yeah, well, we've got some councillors already gone to the Reform Party, you know, because Nigel Farage has been doing a bit of headhunting, hasn't he? He's been trying to attract more people to the Reform Party, you know, in the form of the councillors. Oh dear.
Leaves here.
Oh, we've got leaves here. No, this is something me and Carol are talking about. Normally, this time of year, the leaves would be all bronzed by now.
There wouldn't be many on the trees.
None of our trees are bronzed yet, have they?
Look at these.
Yeah, look at them. We're in November. We're about a month behind. We really are. And all the, have you noticed, Caroline, all the wasps?
And they're coming out.
Yeah, we had no wasps during the year at all, hardly. There were one or two. But normally we get a load attacking our apple trees. Come on, slow coach. You normally get a load attacking the old apple trees and that. And this year we didn't get any. And now we can see the wasps coming out and they're looking for holes in the walls and what have you, in our French farmhouse. And it's like, crikey, you know, it's a bit late. It'll be funny, next couple of weeks' time we might get a hard frost or something. That'll finish them all off. Everything's messed up. You've had raspberries late as well, haven't you? Second lot of raspberries on the same canes.
Raspberries in the garden now.
You got raspberries in the garden now? Blimey. We're still getting tomatoes are ripening still. They are in the polytunnel also, but peppers as well and chilies, courgettes. You know, normally we'll be pretty much to the end of it, and we're still.
Courgette and...
Yeah. Well, the courgette are a bit iffy, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what with this weather, it's soon going to be coming again. As long as the leaves are greenish.
We just got this tree and turn around.
You ready, boy? You don't think you can manage much longer?
No, well, not of that. You've got to do double.
Yeah, we're going to go up to our tree. There's one there that's like, it looks like it's walked in towards the path.
It's like a walk in the middle.
It's like a trippid tree. You have to be careful, don't capture us. And eat us and sting us or whatever you're going to do. I don't know what triffids do.
I think the thing was only just
Joy loves John. Oh, there is she. Oh, lovely. Nice light rift. Yeah, Jet Black. Okay, how many times have I heard that? If I had a penny...
It's getting purple now.
If I had a penny, for every time someone says, is that Jet Black? Especially on the woodworking channel, I get that all the time. It's quite funny, really. I don't mind, 'cause I love Jet Black, you know. Bit of Tenacious D, you can't beat it. All School of Rock. Huh? Sorry?
The bench just round the corner.
There is a bench just around the corner. We can sit down for a bit if you like.
That's as far as we usually go.
Yeah, on this bit we do. Let's have Caroline's analysis. Okay.
Well, I'm not very good at this sort of thing.
Oh, Caroline, your analysis. The analysis. Not the analysis, the
I
analysis.
don't know. They're all a load of rubbish, so I don't really know.
Well, do you think that maybe since... You say they're all the rubbish, but since... okay, they were always been a load of rubbish,
And
but...
the Conservatives to know.
Yeah, but remember back in 2019, darling, when Boris Johnson got into power, or got to be the leader of the Tory party, and then it's before then, sorry, but then he started expelling the old tried and tested Tories like Ken Clarke and Damien Greaves and people like that there. And also the nephew of Winston Churchill. Got his name, I'm terrible with names, I tell you. And he basically just kept all the ones that believed in his version of Brexit. Where's our tree? Our bench. I'll go this way, okay. We'll go back in now. We used to go a lot further than this, but since that little boy there, he could go a lot further. No, on the other bit we did, didn't we? On the other stretch. This is just like this. We come here on the way back from the shop, you see. Hence, we've just been to the shop. And we'll just stop at the end of the... This was rather there, right? This used to be a tramway. This particular one, the path comes all the way from a place called Orador Severe to Chalou, where Richard the Lionheart was killed with a bolt from a crossbow. Not instantly, no, it took about an extra week, you see. He basically got an infection. Yeah, like syphilis in the arm or something, you know, and then he died. Richard the Lionheart. He didn't get syphilis, yeah. Septis. That's it, not syphilis, septis. It was the liver. I was trying to be funny, darling. Oh, blimey. Crikey. I've had an intern this week in my workshop. Yeah, poor bugger. We had fun then. Slow things down. Hello, son of a Viking. How you doing, my friend? Really enjoyed your input recently on the channel. Thank you. They are all a load of rubbish. You got that right. She's right. A load of rubbish. Son of the Viking said they are, because I happen to agree. They are. It's like the bad being replaced with the bad, or they just kept the bad. They filled out the good and left the bad. But even Ken Clark, he wasn't brilliant, was he? You know, Hasseltine, they all had their flaws and that. You know. I don't think Hasseltine was actually in the party then. He was more than he was an advisor, wasn't he? Michael Hasseltine was doing advising for Theresa May, because obviously he's old. But you know, they're the sort of people you'd expect to be leaders of the Tory party, though. Not people like Kemi Badenoch or Generic. It just goes against all reason. To me, it just makes no sense. It's like the party's just swung so far to the right now. It's either there's no point in the Tory party anymore, or there's no point in Reform Party. You know, they're pretty much the same.
Well, hopefully they won't be a second party next.
Or what, the opposition?
Yeah,
I can't imagine Kemi Badenoch turning that party around. And she does. I'd be really surprised. Obviously.
She's not going to be there all that while anyhow, is she?
No, they do like to get through their leaders, don't they?
None of their leaders stay for the whole 4 years.
Since Brexit. All right, darling. Should we go through the leaders since Brexit? Who do we have? Who was a leader of the Tory party during the Brexit referendum? Who actually gave us the Brexit referendum? Well, that was David Cameron, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then he stepped down. He says, "No, I don't want to do this. I know it's going to be shit. I don't want. I'm not going to see Brexit through. It's going to be a flipping pain in the neck. And I like my shed, so I'd rather stay in my shed," says David Cameron. So what he does, he hands the reins over to, well, the next leader of the Tory party, which happened to be Theresa May, with her numbered letters that fall off the wall behind her, and her cough suite. Do you remember that? She was coughing so much. I started to give her a bit of heart, really, because she was trying so hard to do her speech, and she was just constantly coughing. And I can't remember who it was, though. One of the Tories came up with a cough... Probably Michael Gove or someone come up with a cough suite for her. It's like a locket. And then the letters were dropping off the flipping wall behind her, which was hilarious. But anyway, that's just like...
You only got to 2 so far.
I've only got to 2. Okay, that's Theresa May. Well, who do we have after Theresa May, then? Well, that was Boris Johnson. Yeah, I know. Wasn't that lovely having Boris... Well, he got to be the leader of the Tory party. And then he thought, and he was right, that he...
Was it the letters person after that?
Oh yeah, that was after Boris Johnson was the letters person. But well, he became the leader of the Tory party, and then he obviously 2019. Oh my God, yeah, little Wally's all the way over there. Look, he became the leader of the Tory party, and then he had his an election for which he got his 80-seat majority because he told everybody about, we're going to make Brexit. Oh no, actually work. No, that's actually the Labour Party, isn't it?
So we're now
No,
on
we're gonna...
to 4 if you go to
No,
this.
you're in a hurry. She's trying to rush me along. She does this to me all the time. She's always trying to push me along, you are. She's a bully.
Let's count and you're going off track.
I haven't gone off track. I'm trying to explain to go along. Oh, crikey. Do you know how I work, woman? Blimey. We're going to have a domestic. wouldn't do that because she'd hit me back. Yeah, she's violent, this one. Tell you.
Yeah.
Violent woman. Anyway, anyway, he got his 80-seat majority and told everyone that he's going to give us this. Well, he had the Alvin Ready deal. And it was completely out of cock up. He lied to the people of Northern Ireland, etc., etc. It went on and on and on. Oh, don't forget with Theresa May. She needed the DUP. Yeah, she paid out £1 billion pounds to the DUP, not directly, but obviously funding for Northern Ireland, an extra billion. And yeah, it didn't do any good. So anyway, so then we had Boris Johnson twice. Okay.
And then Boris again.
Yep.
That's 5.
So anyway, we had Boris Johnson who's the lead, but then he won the election. So there's only one lead. He's only won Boris. So then we got Theresa. The lettuce woman. What's her name? She's like, I can't remember now. What's her name? It's like Liz for sure. She's like a ship passing in the night. She was so quick. 44 days or something. Liz Truss. Liz untrustworthy. Yes, Liz Truss became the leader of the Tory party, and yeah, that was interesting.
Who was after her?
No, we didn't finish. We've got to explain who she was. You see, you've got to talk about Liz Truss now and what she did. The budget.
The lettuce beater.
The lettuce beat her. She didn't beat her lettuce. The lettuce beat her.
Yeah, lettuce beat her.
She ended up being a rotten lettuce herself. Anyway, what'd she bring us? She brought us a dodgy budget under in the hands of Kwasi Kwarteng. He still is out there doing his TV rounds, and telling everybody about how great he is, even though he's destroyed the economy, along with his boss, Liz Trustless. Not trustless, I mean trustless. Oh, crikey. Anyway, is he coming? He's still coming. He's a little slow goat she is now, look at him. Yeah, so anyway, she bugged up the economy, cost us 20 billion, damaged the bond market and what have you, and got all the stock market and everyone, very, very, how to put it, concerned, very worried. Yeah, they shit themselves. And Kwasi Kwarteng got the sack that day, and then she had to hand in her notice as leader of the Tory party, and then we got, the default, which didn't even go to a vote, even amongst the Tories. We got that little, what's his name again? Little Richie, a guy with little short trousers. What's his name? The guy whose parents loved Vladimir Putin. That one. Oh, Richie Sunak, that's it, yeah, the green card and all that. So yeah, we got Richie Sunak and as the leader of the Tory party. And to be honest, he was a little bit of a breath of fresh air, even though he was corrupt. Yes, he was corrupt as well. He's the one who's got money all over the flippin' shop, and especially his missus and what have you, which is his money as well. It's called marriage, you know. She steals all my money. I ain't got none though.
So this is since 2018?
All since 2016, since Brexit.
Oh,
We had David Cameron, he gave us the Brexit.
Yeah, it's been 10 years. We've had 5.
Yeah, don't forget we also had a hung government as well, a coalition as well, didn't we, with with the Liberal Democrats as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
But since then we had
5 different leaders in 10 years, which that means that on average they only last about 2 years.
So they've got a shelf life around 2 years or 44 days. Don't forget the 44 days. She's a record breaker, that one, I'll tell you. There's Liz Truss. Crikey, that was a terrible time, wasn't it? Lying. Anyway, where were we? Hello, whatever, I hope you're well. Tories side with the Emperor Palpatine. A Star Wars reference, by the way. Yes, they did. Maybe she is a Sith. I reckon she's a Sith Lord. There's a possibility there, isn't there? Yes, Kemi Badenoch, the Sith Lord. Oh, she's doing well. She hurt her leg the other day, and she was limping, but she's not now. That's good. Wally's doors. He's got all the time in the world. He has.
He's not as in slow.
No, he's not slow. He's just meandering. He's just got all the time in the world. Yeah. I suppose he hasn't got a lot to worry about really. Apart from getting old. What are you doing, Wally? Huh? I'm ready, Dad. Where are we going now, Dad? God's form. Hello, readers, Sconford. Hope you're well. I do not think I will see another Labour government in my lifetime. That's obviously implying that this Labour government is so bad. We only hear the bad stuff, to be honest. There is some stuff the Labour Party's Tories, the new Tories, the Labour Party, what they've done is actually quite good. But I don't think they understand business. I actually made a video this morning about this. I might put it on tonight, actually. It's just my reaction to that part of the budget regarding Class 4 national insurance contributions, because I, for one, that would have crippled my business. It wasn't necessarily the fact of the increase from 13.8% to 15%. It's the lowering of the threshold, because we had people who were part-timers as well as full-time working for us, and all of a sudden we'd have to pay Class 4 on top of all the other stuff we did. We were already squeezed to the bone at that point because we were getting towards the recession, and when that started kicking in, that was crippling us. We had to shut down in the end anyway. Because of that recession that killed our business. Now it gets me to think, well, for instance, how businesses have had to manage with obviously Brexit. That's made everything more expensive. The inflation, everything become more expensive. And don't forget, for individuals and people, that anything's increased with inflation. Everything goes up with inflation. Everything. Right? It means basically you got real terms pay cut, really. If the cost of living goes up, you've got less money. Less disposable income means you spend less. So, yeah, so the costs go up. It don't necessarily mean that there'll be more profit from these businesses because they're having to charge more, because that'll be gobbled up in costs, additional costs, on imports and stuff like that. And some of them costs are paid abroad, such as specialists and what have you, important shit. Not just because of inflation, but because of Brexit itself. There's loads of costs. Everything's become more expensive. With inflation, the pandemic, which obviously pushed up inflation, also the war in Ukraine that pushed up inflation, the cost of fuel, etc., etc. The general cost of living right across the board is basically gone up. So that is a real terms pay cut for loads of people. Just like the junior doctors, when they accepted austerity and what have you, and they never got their money back. Their normal pay, didn't go up with inflation over a period of time. They just had to suck it up. And we'd like to see more of this they're saying there's not austerity. But it's obviously austerity. If you're making cuts, right, and you're expecting people to suffer those cuts or increase taxes, that's basically austerity. It's just austerity only a different name in it, so the thing I will say is, though, I should have said it a minute ago actually, what we have to understand and realise is the Tories might disagree, but the Labour Party have got a poison chalice. They really have got a poison chalice. The state of the economy is absolutely horrendous. And it all really stems from Brexit, really. And obviously, it's all been topped up and made even more crippling with the pandemic, the war in Ukraine, etc., etc. Everything's become more expensive and everyone is making less money. So they have got a poison chalice, and how the hell do they claw back all this money? How the hell are they going to do it? At the end of the day, it's ordinary folk that have to pay. But did he really have to? What about all those rich buggers that, quite frankly, who don't spend the money, they hoard the money? In his counting house, counting his money. It's all about how much they can have. And that's all they're doing, is extracting money from ordinary working class people. No, not Kemi Badenoch, because she went to McDonald's. Or working class people. And money just filters up, doesn't it? It ends up in the pockets of Jeff Bezos. How many you use Amazon? I use Amazon because it's a convenient form of buying stuff where I live here in the sticks. Stuff to do my channel and what have you as well. Just bought some new microphones, got them off Amazon because it's the best value. Even though I'm not using it at the moment because I didn't expect to go live. But yeah, it's they have got poison chalice. I really don't see what they can actually do without upsetting people. And what's going to happen is they're just literally take on this poison chalice and they're going to be blamed for everything. The Tory party, people, because I've got short memories, will forget about what the Tory party have been doing for the last 14 years, and either they'll get back into power or it'll be reformed party. Can you imagine it? Nigel Farage as the Prime Minister. Oh, crikey. Oh, I'm so glad I live in France. I tell you, I really do. Oh, look, what about my kids? What about my poor kids? Well, I think we're going to have to make a move in a second because we're getting close to the road. And this is when we grab our dogs and put them on their lead. So I'll grab his lead and see if I can catch the Wally because he's really fast. Oh, you're going to get the Wally? Okay.
I can manage.
Oh, here he comes. Look how fast he is. Yeah. He gets his treat. He's eating way more now as well. He's on this new medication. He gets so hungry, does the Wally. Don't he, darling? He used to be a pain with his food, and now he's just like, he just gobbles it down. This new medication for his fits and that, it just, it stopped his fits, though.
He's only had 2 in
He's had 2 tiny ones, hasn't he?
2.5 weeks.
That's loads less. So,
they weren't very big ones.
No, that's hardly anything.
One we choked on, so it was really...
Well, that was not the fit, was it? He choked because of the fit. But, that was very scary. He literally died. And I had to give him mouth to mouth. I can't believe I've actually resuscitated the dog. Just chest compressions and stuff on the dog. Brought him back though. Here he is. So I was very pleased. And very proud of myself as well, to be honest. In France, you'll eventually get to Le Pen. Don't tell me that! No! I don't think... maybe the left will rise up again like they did last time with the French Parliament. Yep, give me that. Give me it. Give me the Wally. I'm more worried that Wally's going to be so slow crossing the road we get run over. Yeah. Definitely different speed modes. Maybe we need to get them some more lithium batteries. Over the road we go. Oh, no cars. You see, this is the busy road, by the way. Yeah, that's a busy road. Just so you know. Oh dear, it's so warm. And that's the Lagar restaurant. That is, and it's literally the old train shed. And then the other side of that is the station. One of the stations. I say train, the trams. Sorry. Yeah, me Wally, he's doing loads better. And he look at that. He's a lovely little boy. It's my buddy. Hello, Factgasm. Hello, Factgasm. Ziegler here in Scotland, says Mad Monk. The Labour Party and the Tories are just the same, pretty much.
Can you unlock the door?
Well, to be fair, every time, or whatever party is in Westminster, they screw over Scotland, to be honest. They really do.
I'll get the dog to give you some water.
Yes, I will do that. Yeah, because they go on about how Westminster's subsidising Scotland. It's all a lie. It's one big fat lie. You've got to look at the real figures. And plus, Scotland has free education, free prescriptions. They have laws that make sense, you know, that look after the people. It would be easy, you know, not everything's perfect, never is that? But in comparison to what's going on, come on, you can go in Westminster. And the other one, crikey, there's no point in us having a good car, is it, with all these hairy dogs? Oh, there's another one. A little Wally, can you manage? Hello, Dora. There's a little, can Wally get his bed?
No, he didn't want them.
He didn't want it, okay then.
I'll get him some water.
I hope the audio's okay, because I haven't got no microphone on at the moment. So I just thought I'd just go random live. I know it's a bit odd, but you know, that's me. I am a bit odd. I've been told that several times this week. All that I'm Jack Black, I'm assuming. So, I can see the chat now because the light and shine on it.
Can you get out of the way, Dora? I'm trying to help you.
14 years of mental, financial and physical abuse. You're not wrong. Definitely financial. And deception, the lies. When I just remember when Jeremy Hunt tried to big up the Tory party during the election, obviously with the last, not last budget, but last Tory budget, and he was saying that we magically found another 20 billion. Well, they obviously didn't, because there's a massive great hole in the budget, and they've got to find the money from somewhere. You got to think of the country being as like a very complicated business. You have to look after the people's needs, your customers' needs, your staff's needs. Obviously, they probably should really be coming first. and also your needs and the business's needs. You know, supply and demand. You've got infrastructure. You've got all the services and all that sort of stuff you've got to look after. It's like one big, very, very complicated business. If you don't treat it as such, well, then quite obviously you're going to have a situation that you've got a country that can't sustain itself, and we are at that point. Like the United States is at that point. It's where Elon Musk is right, although Elon Musk is saying that he's going to perform pretty much the Liz Truss effect in the United States. So it's literally what he said. We're going to have to basically break stuff to fix it, you reckon? There's going to be pain. That's what Elon Musk was saying. It's going to be pain. Pain is going to have to be felt, not by him. No, of course not. It's like all these flipping people who end up leaders of parties. They ain't ordinary folk. They're already loaded. They ain't got the usual worries that, you know, like you and I have got. You know, whether you can feed yourself or your family or get a roof over your head. No, they ain't got that worry. All they've got to do is just sit pretty with their money in the bank and do whatever they want. You know, the reason why they become leaders of flipping Tory parties and stuff like that is the kudos. It's so they can do some progress, whatever. Self-progress or not improvement. It's definitely not improvement. But look at Boris Johnson. That money he's made since being the Prime Minister, and then there's that flipping pension. Even Liz Truss is getting a pension. And then she gets all that security paid for so she can swan around to other countries causing trouble. Work that one out. I think what we should be doing is, when a leader fails as a politician, as a leader of a party, they should be put in a mincer and then sent to feed the to feed the dogs. That's what we need. It might discourage those greedy buggers from taking the job. We want real people who actually care about the job and they care about the people. Ordinary people, like the Kemi Badenochs of the world, you know? That's who we need, that kind of ilk of people. There's a lot of people who bring you something like the NHS, for instance. Not people like Boris Johnson, you know, or Kemi Badenoch, who's now the leader of the Tory party. They're not the kind of people you want to be looking after your needs. They don't have any needs themselves that requires your input. You warm?
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to cock off just a second. We're going to cock off in just a second. Just need to check through the chat. Anyway, I could go on about this. It's just nuts. With all the other changes, any company paying less than $458,300 total in wages will pay less employer. I'll come back with the other change. Any company paying less than $458,300 in total in wages will pay less employers a national insurance contribution, not anymore. So that's small, medium enterprises, the ones that are going to get hit, like our business. We would have to pay more money out on wages. And when you've got, if you're in a type of work, like for instance, like building, what have you, depending on how you're doing it and who you're working for, will depend on your profit margins, but you hit on inflation, material costs, and all that sort of stuff. And it's just up or it's down. And you need enough cream. You need enough cream in your profit, enough profit with the cream as well. You need enough of that so you can sustain the bad times. The problem is we had so many bad times we hadn't any good. Because we ain't got the good times, we're just in a situation now where if we get hit again, you just could fall flat on your face. Especially in the construction industry, it all starts and ends with them, because at the end of the day we need houses. You know, we're not building up, we need to build only 300,000 houses a year plus to sustain what we need, just what we need, whether it be private or social housing. We just need houses so we can actually squash the market a little bit. A bit of water, ain't you, Dan? We need to bring the prices down. The only way you can do that is build more houses. You've got to increase supply. There's two ways of doing that. You either have a human cull, so you start going around culling people. You can shoot them or put them into big vats or something. I don't know. Bake them into pies, you know, like Sweeney Todd. Or you build more houses. That's pretty much the only two ways you're going to do it. I don't like the cull idea. I think that's, unless the Tories and unless the Reformer. Yeah, that's a good point. That's your Brexiters. We could start with that. Shall I start my own party? Called the Cull Party. Anyway, it's time for us to go. We'll say toodaloo, But yes, I'm sure we're going to be looking forward to lots and lots of future debate regarding Kemi Badenoch, because quite frankly, that woman is absolutely foul. She is going to be the most divisive Prime Minister. Not Prime Minister, if she comes into power, that is, but also leader of the opposition. I don't think she will either. I think majority of people will hate the Tory party. If anything, this is going to destroy them. Do you think? It'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? That would be quite funny. But who do you get instead? That's everything. Just reminding everyone to please hit the old like button. Please do. Please beat the old like button. It helps the channel, you know. And I need all the help I can get. So I've only got 20 odd likes, but I suppose it's because people are probably watching clips of that via the short feed. It really shows up how bad Labour is. Cons had 4 female leaders, a black person, and so good point actually. So you could almost say that is that possible? Is it just circumstances how it panned out? Don't know. She's getting anxious now. She's getting too hot. She wants to go. Is it time to go, Caroline?
Yeah, of course it's just hot.
She's cooking. Okay, so it is. I'll get in trouble, I will. Toodaloo, and thanks for joining us. Kemi Badenoch. Oh dear.